Well, hello and welcome back to Vices and Virtues, the one time in which we actually managed to have a second session in a second week in a row. This is not going to last, though. Do not be prepared for it to be gone for 3 months or so, because the universe has been kind to us today. So therefore, it shall be very, very brutal. But yeah, welcome back. I am your GM and host, 360 Mac Gamer, also known as Mac, also known as the GM, the one that's going to screw you all over, or your friend, your buddy, your bestest friend.
It's okay, we hate you too, buddy.
Hooray!
Yeah, joining us today we have the producer slash channel owner Yargon playing Akiko Iko.
Never heard of him.
Good, because he's a she.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him.
Then we have Clowd playing our new friend Ice.
Hello.
After that we have Ecliptixis playing our good friend Tetris.
No,
Or not
not
Tetris,
really,
Flint. Ecliptixis playing Flint. Why did I say? Why do you still have that name?
I don't know.
That
just hasn't
No,
changed
anyway.
it.
Probably change it.
that's
Alright.
called having old Shadowrun
After that-
names in your Discord.
Damn
After that we have Luke as our brand new friend Fallen.
I'm eating.
God damn it! They get
Well,
on
food
me
is for the
eating
week, Luke.
Before the session because I come in here from GMing Shadowrun to TMing, and I beg them to go let me get some dinner, and they give me shit, and then you do this.
It's usually how that works.
Ugh. And finally, we have Rasp playing the elusive Esra.
Ezra is very worried about something Ezra is about to do.
It'll
Oh,
be
boy.
fine.
Is it trading his guts for a legendary magic item? Because it should
It
be.
is
love
far
that.
worse.
It was actually
probably not
very
actually.
rare.
I said legendary.
It was very rare.
I know what I said.
You should have traded your guts for a legendary instead.
Well, you see, I wasn't expecting to trade my
You
guts.
have to choose your words very carefully with someone who does deals that way.
Like a Jin,
Yeah.
dude.
You know what? It's fine. We can forgive you. You were the first to make a deal, and you were the first to pay for it. Now we've all learnt from your mistake.
I was the moment he said he has guts, I knew what Mac was going to do to him.
Yeah, to be fair, I knew
yeah.
that was going to end badly as well.
Me too, but I thought it'd be fun.
It would have been, but a certain person was decided to. Let's
Totally
go with
worth
murder everybody.
No, murder one person. You guys decided to murder everyone.
That's
I
true.
murdered no one
I
except
decided
Ogre guy.
nothing.
That's entirely true, but
That's true, too.
I take no responsibility for my
decided-
Matt, it's
actions.
been like 3 minutes and we're already arguing.
We are arguing about party wipe murders. No,
We are
not
arguing
party
about
wipe.
people who are no longer alive.
We are
All I needed
arguing
was a
about
holy
death.
hand grenade, and it would have been done.
Now that is an item
So
I'm going
yeah,
to fucking trade
Welcome
for.
back to Vices and Virtues. Last week, where we left off, we were introduced some new friends. Eventually, when technical difficulties, trademarked, did not finally allowed us to see, well, unfortunately, just the boss fight of the dungeon, which was pretty good, except for the fact the boss couldn't fucking hit.
You gave him a morning star. It is entirely your fault.
It was
It was a
actually a
maze,
maze.
bro.
It was a maze. I have.
Well,
Maze.
you called it a morning star,
Yeah,
which
I
it
know. So now it's going to be
Jinxed it.
good. Now it's
Who
going to
had-
be good.
Who has the maze?
didn't Fallen
the
have
mage
it.
of all people has the mace now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fallen
Because of
took
you
it.
course.
You said he wouldn't object to someone else taking it, but if no one else went for it, he was taking it.
Exactly. What was the weight on that, by the way?
So many dibs.
Alright,
Too much.
I'll find it. I'll find it. Never mind. Just keep continuing, Matt, because I'm interrupting you like normal.
But yeah, so then, anybody else got anything they want to say or do or mention before we get into today's session?
How much does the maze weigh?
A mace.
Thanks.
What sort of time
Um,
is it?
It's still kind of midday. Because you
Yeah.
guys did sleep before the fight, and at this point you would have been traveling a bit.
Cool.
That's 1941. Oh, you were talking about in game.
Are there like, are there still bodies around? Weren't there bodies around? Wasn't that a thing?
At the
You
graveyard, if you
remember
wanna
how
pick
this
back up.
place works, right?
Well, I mean, like there were bodies at the graveyard, but never mind. I forgot that we left the graveyard. I was gonna start smashing their heads, but apparently I'm not.
They're gone anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how this place works. Stuff doesn't stick around.
Yeah, I thought you mentioned stuff like bodies on the ground and stuff, but never mind.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Okay. Well, so are we gonna rest or?
would
I
assume
haven't
we're
even gone
gonna-
into the session opening yet. You guys have been
Yeah.
interrupting me so much.
I
You asked
will
if we had
mute
any
myself
questions.
to prevent temptation.
I asked if you had any questions. That wasn't an invitation to start talking about smashing in skulls of dead enemies that are already gone.
To be fair, it kind of did sound like that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Okay, go ahead, Mac.
Maybe I misunderstand the point of questions, but that's what I think they are.
Mac, can you please take us away before?
Yes, I will. So, with that, we shall start today's episode of V&V. To begin, the quotes. One there, one way over there. How do you expect them to get here? Get where? Never fair. You all at this point have been traveling for a few hours after leaving the graveyard. You, I don't know how much you guys have been talking to one another. That one you can all answer, but for the most part, the travel, once you're out of the very shady area, has become relatively normal again. No terrain giving you any problems or any sort of issue. You all are moving at a standard pace now, quite comfortably.
Yeah, so I would have talked to the new people as soon as we got out of the dangerous part, stopped looking around, and just been like, so, what's your story? So how long have you been here? How much have you figured out about who you are and where you come?
Would you two like to hear?
Sorry, what'd you ask?
Would you two like to remember your first memories?
Oh yeah, sure.
Ice, you remember, the first memory you remember is you standing over a small child looking up at you crying out, "Daddy." You lean down and just order it to run away as you turn back into the face of a blizzard as an entity in metal armor marches towards you slowly with a great flaming purple sword. That's the first thing you remembered.
One second.
Fallen. I'm done. I'm
You're a
fucking
terrible
done at this
person.
point. Jesus Christ. Hasn't
We
even
are-
been 15
We are
minutes yet.
talking.
My memory is epic. I love it.
Good. Good.
Fallen,
What were you gonna say?
you were frantically following down an elf down into a dungeon. An elf and a human woman. As you did so, you descended further and further and further until eventually you came into what looked to be a massive library. Upon which the woman said, "This is it." And another voice behind you said, "Yes, it is."
Sketch.
So that's your memories.
What is
I
it?
remember a little, but we've only been here a few days now. And just woke up, just the two of us, so there must have been some purpose to it.
Yeah, it's similar to our story.
Ezra hasn't spoken a word since you left the graveyard.
Have you been to the village of the outcast yet?
I
Have you
believe
been-
we have, right, Mac?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago were we there?
A few days.
We were there a few days ago. Are you okay?
I am fine.
But then we became lost, and well, that's when we dropped in on you guys, trying to find a way back to the path.
How did you get to us anyway?
It was actually Fallen's idea.
You see, we were going through the canopies, and then we weren't.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
That is.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Oh.
I've learned not to in this place. So do you have a mission as well? Or are you just wandering about?
We were going to go see, make sure the Fae people were all right?
I think we
Yeah,
were
you're
traveling to
interested.
figure our memories, see if we could find more memories.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am simply trying to remember my past. I remember a little one, but not much more. I would really like to know what happened to her.
See. Well, we got a mission actually from the village of the outcast. I assume you know Lindvik.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, he
Spoke
sent us
for a moment.
to the Fae up in the north to get some alchemic concoction from them. I don't know. Apparently they have trade dealings with.
Well, it's a good thing we
So-
showed up when we did then. We were able to get you through that horrible, horrible graveyard.
Horrible.
Your character sounds so creepy.
We would have been fine on our own.
After the scene of where we showed up, I'm not so sure. Looks like you guys had a lot of trouble just getting to where you were.
Ezra pulls his cloak tighter around himself and stares off into the distance silently.
I gesture at Ezra as evidence from your friend there.
Yeah,
These undead are
we don't
not
question him.
strong enemies. Anyway, so if you're heading in the same direction as we are, what's your plan afterwards? You're gonna go back to the village? Are you gonna stay?
I say we keep moving forward.
Well, yes.
No reason to turn back now.
Alright.
Bro,
I guess we meet the Fae and then we see.
Are there
Indeed.
any trees nearby?
are there? Do you name all your knives and weapons really funny names?
Yes.
Hmm.
Speaking of, I find a stump and draw out Fleswy and carve a name into it in it's an Underdark name.
What does it
An
say? I can
undercommon.
read it.
Yes, you
I
can.
mean, it's a name, so
Yeah. I was gonna actually just realized that Undercommon uses the same alphabet as Common.
that works.
What? Wait, what are you doing?
I am carving a name into this tree stump.
Clearly, he's attacking the stump.
He's
With
named,
a-
What
I
that
was just
stump ever
willing
did
to
to
see
him,
how
but
good
you
my
know.
carving was.
With
he's
a
named
short
it
bow?
Fleswy because
Wait,
that's the name
No,
the noise
that's
it
the
makes.
Oh, I thought that was one of the daggers. Okay, then I'm not using Fleswy. I am using
Get the name straight.
That'll take forever. Patink,
using
patink,
Okits.
patink, patink.
I would just like to point out, I hereby choose to imagine that every time you attack something, you just scream the name of whatever you're using to attack with, anime style.
I'm very silent.
No,
Hey,
you
that's
scream the
a good
name.
Screams it in his head.
Fleswy!
So,
That's all. That's all that Ezra does. He just stops suddenly and does this on the side of the path.
I would like to
What-
insult
what
all
is-
that, because
What's
the
name you
fuck?
wrote in there?
what's the name you wrote?
Because we all definitely stop and look.
Let me see.
Does a 7 on an insight check tell me anything at all?
He's upset.
Good to know.
Fucking right.
It is, Mazdar.
As you carve it in, Fallen comes up to you, smacks you on the head with his staff. Come on, we're moving.
Fallen, let him mourn.
You all have no idea what's going on.
No, we don't, but that's the logical conclusion for Ice.
I just look back at
Also,
them like,
you
let's
hit me
keep
on the head
moving,
with
we are
the
still in
staff?
danger here.
I am gonna mind slam you.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I am mind slamming him back when he touches me with his staff unexpectedly.
Hey guys, let's do more PvP. This can't end badly at all. I feel like at this point you should just build an
Fallen?
arena
yeah,
around
no.
us.
Oof.
Yeah, so you just
as I
like
bop you on the head, I cast Thunder Wave.
Wait, you didn't know I was gonna do this.
But because get hit, I cast
Okay,
Thunder
so
Wave.
after you get hit.
Yeah, after I get hit, of course. There, karma.
I
Oh,
immediately pick Fallen up and
You
This
scold him
wasn't
for
gonna
being a dick.
escalate, but this might escalate now.
You're
No.
the one who shot me.
I slammed you back telekinetically because you touched me.
I would like to try and
Fallen.
I'd like to try and step in the way and summoning as many cards as I can to try and form a wall between them.
If any of you guys step near me, you're also taking damage from the Thunder Wave because
I'll say they
it's a
step in
15-foot
after.
radius.
Well,
after you
it's
use
instant,
that.
isn't it?
I'll
So
say it after you use that. Also,
Oh, I need to
Rasp,
make
you
a
do
con
need to-
save.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
make a con save.
Oh, you're doing
I'd
say
like to
5.
say
That
right?
is without even using my new class ability.
oh no.
Oh no.
No, that's something I have to do. I have to declare after a rest. I can't change it right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can change a wisdom save to one other save.
I feel so bad for you, Mac.
Yeah, I
it's-
really regret
It's
this.
giving up. It's giving up my wisdom save though, and wisdom is a
How
really
often-
important save.
He's
and
right.
I have to declare it at a rest. It's not actually that
Still.
great.
He's right.
Okay.
If you know what you're going up against, it's good. But if you don't know at the start, then it's kind of not that good.
I get
So,
pushed to
yeah.
the ground, and as I get pushed to the ground, I cast Thunder Wave, and you take 6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in after this. Whoa! What the hell are you guys doing?
I pick Fallen
Yeah, I
up.
would also like to step in and like, guys, stand down. What are you
Fallen,
doing?
stop it. What are you doing?
You hit me first.
Doesn't
You
matter.
touched
Can't
me.
be doing that, Fallen. You know these people are in pain. You can't be doing that.
I was doing an experiment.
Maybe tell people
Well, would
before
you
you just
mind
stop.
telling me why this experiment of yours had to hurt the tree here? Says a voice.
It was a stump. I mean, it wasn't a live tree. It was a stump.
Still,
was-
you all just kind of like look around
Still holding Fallen, I immediately draw a javelin.
as you
Are you
all
like-
turn around. You just see a very, very tall man with a large, what looks to be basically a giant walking stick in one hand, a longbow over his shoulder, and a hood just pulled up. He just raises his eyes up to reveal. Let me just describe him right quick.
Hey guys, look, it's the Lorax.
So wait, are you like?
Golden-
I'm gonna
golden
draw my
eyes,
saber.
Yeah,
blue
wait 1 second.
skin and brown hair. And this
Blue
dude,
skin?
like, yeah, blue skin, golden eyes, brown hair, standing at like a full 7'4".
I feel
What?
like that description,
Like
if you
a
just
cloud giant?
moved those colors along by one, it would make perfect sense. But
Nope,
the way you
blue-
said it is
kind of
what?
dark blue skin, golden eyes, brown hair.
What race is he?
I have a
He-
guess.
Yeah. What is your guess?
Furbolg?
Yep. He is a furball.
What's a Furgolb?
A Furbolg
That makes
is
sense.
a nature thing.
They tend to live in the Feywild.
Oh.
Oh, good to know. We're in the
Just
fate.
kind of like, he just like looks at you all and is like,
Oh,
now
you
forgive
piece
me
of
for walking up on you all so unannounced, but concerning the fact I see you all just suddenly throwing spells and shit, I'm just kind of mildly concerned. Sane people are
you're
a
not the
precious.
only one.
If you're looking for sane people, you might want to move on.
I mean, saner than these things, he says, pointing as a skeleton just starts to walk up behind him. But it's a distance off, and he just like looks at it and is like, meh.
Folan's like struggling in Ice's grasp.
Mhm.
Ezra has returned to his sullen silence. Sullen's not the right word. Stoic. His stoic silence.
Sullen
I
it
feel
is.
like
Sullen it
I
is.
feel like Ice has him by the scruff of the neck.
Pretty much. Like a child. Or a
Let's just
pet
say
that
it.
you're scolding.
Hey, Bonnie, you can put down the spear.
The spare.
I lower my javelin.
So I'm Flint Fireforge, who are you?
The name's Exalithian. Exalithian.
You put that in spelling.
I'm sorry, what's that in letters,
Exalithian.
please?
Exal in Ethan.
Again, what's that in
Ethan.
letters, please?
Zalanthan.
Ethan, got it.
There's a chat box.
Zalanthan.
Okay, you're Ethan now.
Ethan.
Oh, that
Ethan.
helps.
Zalinathan.
Zalinathan, yeah.
No, Ethan.
I'm Aki. I hold out a hand towards him. Random person.
Pleasure to meet you, little one. He reaches out a massive hand and just kind of engulfs yours, shaking
Wait,
it.
how big
softly.
is this guy?
7 foot change.
7 foot 4 inches.
Oh, okay. I look a little bit annoyed as he calls me
Ezra's gonna
small.
sheath his.
He's bigger
mus-
than me.
Yeah, he's bigger than what's your strength, by the way, Cloud?
16.
Yeah, he's bigger and more muscled than Ice.
And I'm pretty big.
Falan
With
kind of
the-
walks up to him.
You're
He
still
looks
in my
up and
grasp.
says,
I'm not putting you down.
Okay.
No.
With
Yeah,
a
no.
flourish.
I would like to go shake his hand. No, you don't.
With a flourish, Ezra sheathes his saber.
The Salinthan. Oh,
Zalanthan.
God. Salinthan, yeah, Salinthan. Kind of just like looks at you, Rasp.
Zalanthan.
Who?
Ezra, sorry. Ugh. Salinthan looks at Rasp. Or Ezra. God fucking damn it, names!
Are you okay?
I just came from Shadowrun having to use 20,000 different names to this using 20,000 other names, and I'm just like, fuck.
In short, Ezra changed your Roll20 name.
That would help too. Not gonna lie, buddy.
That's probably what's thrown him off.
So yeah. Salinthan just kind of like looks over at you, Ezra, and he just goes, So, why are you people out this way? You know, not many travelers tend to go through the graveyard.
Well,
Oh, we
are
figured it
looking
looked like
for
a good
some
run.
Fae to do some business dealings for the village of the outcast. Can help us with-
No, you're lucky you ran into me then. I'm kind of one of their harder hitters. I didn't spend most of my time just traveling around out here looking for medicinal herbs and whatnot we don't already have growing in our gardens.
Lucky.
What?
So I take it you can take us to where we need to go.
Here. Yeah, easy enough.
We would appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
Fair.
Although I do have to ask. He points towards Ezra. What's up with him?
It's maybe not worth asking.
I mean, considering the fact he attacked someone for what I can tell is no good reason, I'd like to know. I mean, sure, the little one tapped him on the back, but still, he tapped him. He didn't whack him.
Yeah, he's a little bit
Let's just say we
sensitive.
had some differences in our group earlier, but
In due
I think-
time, I'm sure it'll come. But for now, he needs to rest his mind. He's clearly seen something that has
Rachel.
changed him.
Also, I just realized I wasn't muted. Whoops.
You're good.
My sister came in, poked her hand through the door, and shut off the light in my room.
And that is now forever immortalized on the internet. Congratulations!
Your sister is now an internet star.
But yeah, so, yeah, he just kind of like looks over you all and says, You all haven't been traveling together long, have you?
Says what?
Less than 24 hours.
About 15
So I'm
minutes
gonna
with these
take
ones.
it by the, considering the fact that you two, I say pointing, he says pointing to Fallen and Ice, seem to be the ones that are kind of the least in touch with him or whatever reason. I'm gonna assume it happened really recently if you've not even been with them for 24 hours.
Yes, before we showed up.
Fallen nods vigorously while hanging from his grasp.
Yep.
Remember anything then?
Oh, it's here and there.
Just a little one, not much else.
The merchant.
What?
They were talking to the merchant when you guys showed up.
Oh.
Was the merchant still there when we showed
I thought
up?
we were
Yeah,
talking
he
about-
was. He was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I almost bought a spell, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have money. That's not.
I mean, that's of no concern to Ice, so he's not gonna say anything about it.
Either way, I'd be careful with that one. He
Really
could go
pushing
feral.
Francis, aren't you?
Wait, who's
Considering the
going
fact
feral?
He could go feral any time now. Yeah,
What? That Esra?
yeah. You've seen the way these creatures are around here, right? The gray eyes, the just attacking anything that doesn't look similar to them on sight. Ferals.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it seems as if you get like one emotion consume you, you just go feral.
I don't think that's something you need to worry about with him.
Yeah, I assure you, if he does,
Yeah, you see, he has sadness and anger.
Yeah, that's enough to drive someone feral. Funnily enough, it seems like keeping your mental health is. Seems like keeping your mind sharp is just as important as keeping your blade sharp in these lands. What with having to name shit and all that sort of stuff in order to keep it around.
Wait, am I
This
supposed
place
to have a
is
blade on me?
Ezra,
Nah, you're fine, little one.
Ezra
Stop calling me
mutters
that.
under his breath, "You all know nothing."
Know nothing about what? I say. He says, just like looking around over the corner at you, Ezra.
Ezra is silent.
Oh, right.
How many memories has he had?
I don't know, about 7 maybe?
Wow, he's been around for a while. Surprised he hasn't been through here. He says with a completely like, yeah, I
Ezra has
believe
had
you, Tom.
7 memories.
he's probably
think-
not had 7 memories.
I
But
think
I
Ezra
don't know
has
how many there were.
had 1, and I don't even think Ezra's mentioned that to you all.
He
No, I
hasn't,
don't think
no.
he has either.
But
Had I
I
had
said
one before
7.
the one last session, Mac? I forget.
No, I don't think so.
All I
Okay.
remember is the one with the elephants or whatever.
There were
Just
no
say that.
elephants.
Or no, the big army.
Yeah, there were
That's
elves.
a weird thing to get confused.
Your memory reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. Leave me alone.
Okay.
To be fair, I see that.
guess.
I think the difference is in... It's not that I was making a mistake, I just said 7.
Back to the point.
I will say,
I don't understand
with-
about
all
why.
of us have only been here for a few days, so probably not 7.
I don't know, maybe he thinks fast. He's all like brain and stuff, right?
Well, he seems to be a bit of an ass.
So do you.
Doesn't matter anyway, we are here on a mission, so
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we should get away from this place. And I look at the skeletons slowly creeping towards it.
He just takes the maul off his back and just whacks its skull in with one sling. Yeah,
I wanted, but
what? What? He
Flint's
looking
like
at you
pretty.
confused.
It's like, oh, I wanted to kill that one.
Oh. Y'all can have the next one, he says, shrugging his shoulders.
yeah,
No.
should we get moving? I think we all could use a bit of rest. Last
Yes.
nights have been tough on us.
Oh, the village is only a couple of hours from here, so or a few hours from here, can you walk long enough to get there?
Of course.
Sure.
No, then we're good.
I throw Fallen up on my back.
Alright, yeah. So with that, you all wish to continue on to the village, I take it?
Yep.
Yep.
Well then, after a
need to get
2-hour
safely.
journey, you all arrive. Aw, shit, talking mushrooms.
Is the village
Shit
destroyed?
talking mushrooms.
No,
You don't have it.
I have the map made and everything. I don't have the dynamic lighting ready for it. Fuck.
That's fine. Well, unless it's gonna attack us, then it might not be fine, but it should be fine otherwise.
Well, I had the dynamic lighting done for the. I'll fix it in just a bit.
Just switch
Yeah,
to
we just-
Fog of War and just like hide any areas that like super
There's
spook.
no areas that I don't need you guys to see right at the moment. It's fine.
Mm.
Let me just get the map on here and then I'll pull you guys over. But yeah, as you all begin to approach the cave, Salazar starts to slow down and says, "So we need to be a bit more quiet through here, so that way they don't, shoot us on sight and everything like that."
Why would they do
Yeah, that
that?
doesn't sound friendly.
Shouldn't we be less quiet? Sure that. Just sure they know we're coming.
Well,
Well,
being
let's just
quiet
say
as
that
I can,
We know
but
this place better
not
than we do, so
easy.
lead away.
I mean, they tend to be happier when they can very clearly see us. So, making it nowhere near as troublesome for them might be the best idea we can have all day.
You want a light spell or something?
That would be helpful. Yeah, would you mind turning that on, little one?
I pull out a card, like flick it until it starts glowing. I just sort of hand it to him.
So don't worry, I'm pretty good at being noticed.
I'm not certain if that's supposed to make me feel better or make me feel worse, but I'll accept the feel better.
In this case, probably, yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah, it's our specialty.
That's a specialty you might want to kick then, little one.
Nah, there's a lot to be said for some good theatrics.
Very well. As you guys start to get closer and closer and closer, eventually there's a in the distance, the sound of a horn just being blown.
Hey, do you guys hear
And,
dwarves?
They ain't dwarves, little one.
That's
for
really
one thing.
depressing.
Sorry to get your hopes up.
I mean, they've got horns, come on.
Yeah,
They're either dwarves or Ewoks, and this doesn't look like a forest to me.
Wait,
That's
what?
not
Are
a dwarf
Ewoks
horn.
a thing?
he
No.
says confused.
Bugbears. Ewoks on steroids.
And that's just Wookiees.
No.
I'm sorry.
What? He says just looking confused over at you?
Not a connoisseur of good literature, then, I see.
No, I don't
Literature?
tend to read much.
Yeah, it's like literally the only thing I remember.
The
I
thing's
wanna know-
called Ewoks.
I want to know
Can
what
they go from, like-
Ewoks are in this world.
They're from, like, some book. Look, it's one of those books. You really must read it. I'll see if I can find you a copy if we ever find, a book.
Wait, so you remember a book from whatever happened on before here?
Sounds like a flight of fantasy.
I think it was. I remember the story in the book more than the book itself, to be honest.
Sounds like a pretty bad book, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, I think that the second one was better.
Alright then. Here. By this time, you see several figures start to approach. As you guys notice, these aren't humanoid-looking shapes. These are... Remember those things you guys fought? The
Plant things.
Yeah, the plant things.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we fought plant things? When did we fight
The
them?
plant vampires?
With
you
the...
did.
Oh,
At the bridge.
the blights?
Yeah, the blights. You guys see several blights appear in the woods beside him, holding spears and other weapons as he just kind of like pop up, and Exala then just stops.
Should
And
we
they
be
start, like-
concerned by this?
I'm gonna like put my
How
hands
many of you guys
on,
speak
on the handle of my hammer.
Fae? How many
I
of
do
you guys
not.
speak
Shadow.
Sylvan? Sylvan.
I do.
I think I actually speak something like that. Let me see.
Alright,
I
so-
have
Elvish.
I piece Sylvan.
No, you
so
speak
Ezra
Sylvan.
and Fallen can hear this. so
Okay,
they're
well,
just-
I speak-
excuse me. Let me fix that.
You speak it as well, Yargon?
I speak Sylvan, yeah.
Alright, so
Sorry,
you can hear this and understand. the creatures say, "Oi, big man, you back?" Yeah, I'm back. Find goods? Find herbs? No, not many. Nothing we don't already have. Find blood? Find something to eat? These to eat. These to eat. A couple of just kind of tilt their heads looking at you guys. No, you know the rule with blood rations. You'll get them at the end of the week. Hungry now. Yeah, well, if you eat us off too quickly, then you'll have no one to eat. You know how the damn thing works. You should help Sapling grow more. Sapling, Sapling, Sap. They start kind of chanting that one phrase over as Salathan just kind of puts his hands to his face and goes, "Argh."
You might have an issue.
You just see Foen giggling on the back of ice.
Aki's
Do
just
you
looking
say
at
that in Sylvan, Aki?
No, she says that in common.
Yeah, so they stop at this point and says, "You went inside, yes?" And he says, "Unfortunately, so."
Honestly.
Okay, inside we go. Inside we open. And they just start like disappearing again, running through the leaves and trees and whatnot, heading towards a cliff face and eventually disappearing. Before you all start to hear a click, 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 as the sound of what appears to be a large wrought iron door appears.
Do we have to go in there? I'm not sure if I want to anymore.
It's just the
How
blights.
close-
They're the weird ones.
How close is ice standing to Aki?
I'm probably up near Flint.
I am going to
On
activate True Sight.
Casually? What?
I would casually like to cast an 8th level spell.
It's 5 side points. to
It's
have
an 8th level spell.
Okay, yeah, you cast and you don't really see anything because it's just a surprise, surprise. It just seems to be a door decides to look like a cave. Salathan just kind of looks
But
at you guys.
there's
and
definitely
goes,
illusion at work here, right?
no, it's not even illusion magic. It's
Oh.
literally basic. Just a cave is here.
Still,
At
it's
least
good to
now
know
that-
there's no
Like
magic
the
trap.
door we couldn't see before.
Oh my bad,
It
it's...
was
As a-
disguised to look like a cliff face, is why, and none of you guys. It was
It's
disguised
Faye,
to look
what
like
were you expecting?
Yeah.
I was expecting illusion magic with Faye.
My bad, it's a 6th level spell.
Sorry, they don't always want to just, go and make you happy. God.
I mean, he asked what I was expecting. I said what I was expecting.
Oh, so you actually speak to him?
No, no.
I was about to say.
Names
you-
are
Anyway.
No, I don't.
Shall we? I say. Continue moving forward.
Yeah. So would you guys give me just a moment? I almost got this set up.
Un momento, por favor.
I guess we could. Do we have to? They wanted to
I
eat us.
think
I'm not
we do.
entirely okay with this.
They're not gonna eat us.
You guys realize they were asking about eating us, right?
Yep.
I mean,
I wasn't
yeah, but
really
they're not
talking to
gonna.
you.
Ice just shrugs.
Ezra
Watch a
nods.
bunch of
I
weeds.
just say I'd like to see him try.
Yeah, see? Me and Flint are on the same page.
Fallen pulls out the mace. I'd like to see them try. Because he still has the mace, no one's taken it.
Yeah, I look at the mace
the
with some interest,
Lord
but for
just-
now I don't say anything.
But guys, Ignite
Just
Creature
pats
is
you
a,
on the head.
Ignite
Me?
Creature is a 5th level card. Can we wait a level?
All right then. And
Wait,
with
what
that-
is he? Does he pat me on the head? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
he just pats you on the head, laughing condescendingly.
Oh, that's
He
great.
kinda,
This is what
like-
everyone does to your character now, and it's amazing.
Thunderwave.
He push. I can't. I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, good.
Oh my god! Burned a spell slot! I used the cantrip!
So I did so much more damage.
Actually, you did the same damage.
He's your ally.
No.
You're not trying to damage him.
I did 6, you didn't save. You did 11, I saved. So 6. We did the same damage.
Actually, 11 saves would become 5. You round
Yeah.
down.
Ooh,
Oh, nice. I did more damage.
triggered.
And that's why I was carrying Fallen. Because no.
Because Fallen is special sometimes.
Yep.
Fallen is a bean. Get your facts right.
Right, okay.
So yeah, you all walk inside. Let me move you all over to the correct map.
I feel like you're missing the reluctant in that statement.
Do you head in or not?
Yeah, just reluctantly. I just want it noted that
okay,
I
'cause
believe that we're all going to be
otherwise-
eaten and I'm unhappy with this.
Because I mean, he'll leave your ass outside if you want to.
Nah, I'm okay,
Ezra's
thanks.
Going forward,
As we walk
very
in,
observantly. He is observing everything.
Yeah, so you all start to walk into this cave sort of area.
as we walk in,
were
Fallen
two of me.
whispers to
There are. Oh
Um,
shit!
one of the-
I'm done.
tell one of the Ackies. You're probably too hairy to eat. Don't worry.
What? What?
Savage.
I'm very, very confused.
She's a kitten, so she's
Yeah,
fuzzy.
yeah.
Do I have...
Not all over, but still fuzzy.
We know that there are vampire type things.
I would like to take one of my playing cards that's like... Sharp... Oh, fuck. No, I'm gonna have to...
This character's
Ezra
gonna die
is-
faster than my last
Ezra
character.
hears that said and like grips tightly around the handle of his saber, ready to draw it if this slight goes to blows.
You see
About to go to
Aki hold
blows,
up, get like...
Sounds like Aki's gonna shoot him.
You see Aki get like halfway through like, summoning up some cards and think better of it. Just stop.
As I watch that across your face, I just wink at you.
I would
Oh
just
my
like to
God.
slap
I
him.
don't even look at them
Our
anymore. I just put
party
them
is
just
so
walking ahead.
dysfunctional.
Nice skull.
That just means we're
Fallen.
doing this right.
Fallen, stop it.
Yes, it's great. It's amazing.
I would like to slap Fallen.
Roll to
Fallen-
I will
slap
block it.
Fallen.
I'm not gonna resist. You can slap me.
It's not enough to damage.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
going to get
slapping him
away.
casually. Oh, what are you doing?
What?
So if you're gonna slap anyone, it's going to be me.
Well, I mean,
Because he's on my back right now.
I'm
I'm
just
not resisting.
I'm just sort of casually slapping him in the same way he casually bonks people on the head. It's fine.
Yeah, but I don't know that. You guys could be killing each other in 10 seconds for all I know.
It's fine.
I mean, knowing this party, yeah.
Give it like 15 minutes. Come on. Have some faith.
I'm by the way completely ignoring them and just walking ahead into the cave. I don't.
All right then.
Onwards,
Oh,
noble
this-
steed.
This is
And then I realise I'm not riding anything and walk forward, disappointedly.
I am.
Mhm.
Oh no!
Flint
Oh,
is just
no.
fucking done with this
I don't
shit at
say
this
that in
point.
character. I don't say that in character.
No, I know. If you did, that'd be the end of that
Alright,
right there.
So you all begin to walk on, and as you do so, you all can feel several eyes upon you as you see sort of like different fey creatures up above you. Everything from sort of like small little creatures just flickering about, different feathers, wings, just kind of jumping. This place isn't exactly like the normal lands we used to live in, but it is similar enough that it's comfortable. Saladin explains as he walks forward. You can see Blight. You can see
I am looking for anything out of the
spirits,
ordinary.
Fey. I mean, you're in the Fey. You're kind of in a Feywild.
Well, I'm rolling perception.
That seems like a good idea. I'll do me a perception roll as well.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16 to not get murdered.
I got a 15, but
You
I'm
get
just
murdered.
casually looking around, so.
Oh boy,
Yeah, I
it's
can
what I've
roll,
always
but I'm
dreamed
not really
of.
looking around a lot. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm not looking
Following
around a
it.
lot enough to like roll more than my passive.
All right, cool.
Let's just roll because.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
Saladin
terrible.
says, so, do me a favor. When you meet the leader of this place, don't kill him. Or try to. It's not going to end well for you guys. It's going to end quite shit, to be honest, and you're probably all going to die.
Tell me when it's been when like my minute has been up in game.
All right, we'll do. Do you two want to move your tokens to keep up with the group?
Oh wait, we have tokens on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Why?
no idea
I
where
am
it's
looking at
supposed to scroll.
blackness. I will find
Yeah.
where our
Oh,
tokens
I
are.
found myself, yeah.
We're up here.
Boy.
I just looking at blackness, doing nothing else.
Hold on, I'll shift ping you to it.
I found it.
Yeah.
Just as I do the shift ping, damn it. Yeah. So I hope you guys don't mind your stay here. There's plenty of food and water for the most part.
Yeah,
You know.
why are we killing people?
They kinda need blood. They're vampires.
Okay,
Or
okay.
vampires.
Why are we, not
Casually
killing people?
vampires, you know?
Because it's impolite to kill people without good reason.
Trying to drink your blood's usually a good reason, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So.
You know, if you disagree with that, that's just gonna be weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a winter wolf.
Oh, hey, Fluffy!
The wolf. Yeah, I was wondering when you guys are gonna notice that as you guys approach. You see a familiar figure just kind of like sitting by the pool of water, just kind of resting. And as he hears the, oh hey Fluffy, he just startles up, jumps up, and goes, oh god, I gotta stop having coconuts before dinner. They give me fucking nightmare. He just stops short as he looks at you all.
Hey!
Ezra bows his head
He just, like,
respectfully,
screams properly
respectfully.
And just runs backwards before
Yeah.
he's like into a corner, like.
Ezra's in the
So-
middle of like this low, very dignified bow as he runs away.
Aki just looks offended. She just looks kind of like just heartbroken levels of upset. Just,
I'm just like a friend of yours.
What the heck did you guys do to the wolf?
apparently not anymore.
It's
Ezra looks
complicated.
pointedly at Flint and Aki.
I wouldn't know. I've never even
So-
seen this creature before.
I blame the
So,
large
good
one. He was rude.
So you all came to finish me.
What?
What?
Finish you.
Come on, we never had any issues with you, Fluffy.
Then why did you suddenly start killing the other two?
At this, I start backing up.
Ezra crosses his arms and looks at the others.
Aki just face palms. Oh, come on.
Neekolas murdered one of our group.
Yeah.
Deserved to die.
I just saw you all stabbing one another in one moment. I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Were you paying attention?
Surprisingly, people don't tend to stand well when you're stabbing them. God, I've forgotten Fluffy's voice since it's been so long. Damn it.
Deeper and more aggressive.
I don't think he talked very well either.
Yeah.
But now
Well,
that he's
let
in
me
the
retry.
Feywild, that could be
Well,
completely different.
No, it's not. I don't remember his voice. It's been forever since I've used him.
Boy, it's more psychic
quite
than
some
it
time.
was.
I mean,
There
you
we go.
all. You're not exactly seem to be.
You're a perfectly competent group, thank you very much.
You kind of hear a chuckle from Sal, and I'm like.
Yeah, we really aren't, but
At least
this
someone got the
life
joke.
is for...
Look, Neekolas did a stabby, and then Neekolas got smashed. I think that's fine.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that kind of made me leave. He just looks over at you, Flint. Why the fuck did you suddenly go from trying to stop it to fucking smashing his skull in?
Ezra looks at Flint, very clearly interested by the answer to this question as well.
Flint kind of stares at the floor for a moment, then...
Aki believes that.
You know what happened to me when I tried to attack Lindvik back at the village?
I would like to insight Flint.
Yeah, you can.
That seems very reasonable.
Absolutely.
Of course, I don't
This
know
is
if
where
I've spent enough
I tell
time
you
with
what,
him.
I never deleted Fluffy's character, or never removed Fluffy's character sheet. So, you know, you guys could have your favorite NPC back.
Boy, it's time to get
I'm like,
fluffy.
you know what? No, I'm like, same thing happened again when I saw Neekolas attacking Arizima. And this time I couldn't stop myself. And you know what? It felt like the right thing to do. First time since I'm here, it felt like the right thing to do.
Well, it was. You stopped the guy who was randomly killing people.
Question, Salathan says, raising up his hand behind you guys, like,
What?
do you use holy magic? Like, do you pray and shit for your magic?
That's lame.
So, yeah.
Ah, shit. Vengeance Paladins. Right. Oh god, what did I do?
Whoa! You just got
Kind of
thick, man.
curious in term- Do you know anything more about what I am? And
Look, you're not gonna like this, but the tree knows of your kind very well. At the mention of the tree, Fluffy shivers and goes, that vile thing.
Nice.
Nice.
Dude, someone just did a fuck ton of moving.
The one with the character that's being edgier than the fucking razor blade does it.
He's looking at everything.
So, what tree?
The blight tree. A
Fluffy,
tree
what
of
tree?
Grishma. It's literally a giant talking fucking tree that
you.
drinks blood.
See, I feel like you weren't telling us that bit.
I told you guys not to kill him.
Yeah, that
when you
wasn't the
saw
drinking
him.
Doesn't
blood bit.
expect blood from its guests.
It can certainly try.
I mean, it'll ask politely, and if you say no, it will be sad.
That sounds like that's kind of not our problem.
I mean, sure, you're not staying here for an extended period of time. I don't think. What, are you
could be
staying in
good
the
for a
night or
relation.
something?
Hopefully not.
maybe?
I mean, we'll put you up for the night, but any longer than that, you'll need to start contributing to the blood pool to help those with the more vampiric tendencies around here keep on kicking.
Again with the
Yeah,
hopefully not.
I think we're gonna leave tomorrow.
I mean, that's fine. No need to be a bitch about it.
Ezra
Stop being a bitch.
looks
I just
at
like keeping.
at the rest of you and sighs.
My apologies for liking to keep my insides on the inside.
A small donation is no issue. If they don't kill us, there's no reason we can't, you know, scratch their back, scratch our back. Little for you, little for me.
I whisper in his ear,
Look,
I like my
I
blood,
have
please.
plans.
Look, I'm gonna stay here. He says, just kind of like backing up where he was laying down, kind of closer to where he was laying down before, kind of like keeping his head low.
You what?
I'm going to stay here, he says, lowering himself back down to where he was napping before you all walked in.
Oh, yeah, with the blood-eating
Tree blame you.
trees.
Where I'm sleeping.
With the blood-eating trees.
What are you trying to say?
I point at the nearest blood-eating tree thing.
There's no blood-eating. Well, actually, yeah, you just point at it like a little creature that's just one of the stick things is just walking around, taking some sticks and like putting it up to the torch down there, like reigniting it as you point at it. He's just like, meh. Just turns around, looks confused at you, and goes back to lighting the torch.
I just wave at it.
Why do I have a +1 to all my saves?
Because you are
I mean,
cheating.
most of them are nice and don't kill their kind randomly.
To be fair, they weren't our kind.
To be fair,
There were
you
3 of us and
slaughtered
none of us
all
were the
of
same
my
kind.
pack. To be fair,
Okay, you attacked us in our
slaughtered all
sleep.
of my- We're
no,
wolves.
You attacked us in our sleep, that's on you. You can't be upset when we fought back. No, you don't get to play that one. Stop it.
So is this your pet or something that ran away?
Ooh.
The Fluffy just seems to actually get kind of sad at that and just sits his head down and closes his eyes.
Ezra will speak up again. He was a traveling companion.
Aki attempts to
So
break out
I'll
of full
take that.
mothering mode.
Fullen kind of whispers in Ice's ear in Infernal. They're kind of crazy.
And
You don't
Infernal, I
say.
respond, you're telling me.
You're all the way over
This
there
is a
after he's
bad
whispering it
idea.
into Ice's ear. You're gonna have to
In
make a perception
Infernal.
roll.
In Infernal.
I'm not
I don't think the
saying that
infernal
to him
part.
at all. I'm just out of character.
Yeah, we're speaking Infernal too, so
You
that
speak
probably doesn't
Infernal?
help.
Yeah.
You speak
Rasp.
Infernal?
Speak Infernal, Rin?
Uh, I do not. I have.
Then you don't understand what he just said, so you can't make a comment on it. And not to mention the fact he's whispering quite a few feet away from you.
I'm
Wait.
waiting for.
What was I responding to? I'm confused.
You're not.
Did you say some...
You're not responding to
I
I
anything.
responded to the "is he a pet" thing.
Oh, what did
yeah.
you say then to the pet?
I said he was a traveling companion.
And Salathan says, so I'll take that as a yes then. And just continues on walking.
I feel like you don't know what a travelling companion is.
I mean, from your track record so far, I certainly don't want to be one of them.
I don't either. Ice is not happy about this.
You've
I don't
been
think
travelling
Fulton
with
has
us
never-
for the last, what, hour or so? 2 hours?
I've never drawn a blade
Yeah, but we didn't know
against
this.
a comrade. And he looks very pointedly at the other two.
To be fair, neither have I.
Neither have I. Hammer doesn't have a blade. Not
Like,
saying that.
Salathan just stops mid-walk, just turns to look at you
I'm
two.
not saying that. It's out of character.
Okay, I was about to say, because you were about to get a roasting.
I mean,
Oh,
Aki
dear.
definitely says neither have I.
Yeah, Flint's not saying it.
Ice is definitely staying back.
Yeah,
Behind everyone.
I'm trying to
Hey,
keep up
Cat.
with you.
Speaking
Would
of
you mind
which,
coming closer to me? I'd prefer your company over theirs.
wait, what
God.
did he say?
You would like Ice closer to him.
Oh, you said cat.
Yeah, cat. Kitty
Oh.
cat.
Wrong cat.
Cat's not here.
Cat. I
That's a
heard
lot of
H
movement at
where there
once.
was no H.
In Primordial, because I don't know if any of them speak that either, I respond, I'd rather be able to see them.
Oh,
I'd rather keep them in my sight.
I don't speak.
Primordial, I respond with, hey, come on!
Ezra is going to respond to that telepathically. I feel the same way.
Can I respond back telepathically with you?
I don't have message. I'm not sure.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I need to
You
check how my
forgot
telepathy
someone
works.
very important. Yargon.
Oh,
Hoots.
hoot.
Yeah.
I
Hoots
have
here.
my Raven. I haven't named my
Oh.
Raven. I need to name my Raven.
I just sort of assumed Hoot was just on my shoulder and just sort of...
Okay, then I'll remove
Okay,
him
you
for
do
now,
not
since
get a
that makes it
reply
so you
to
only
my
have one.
telepathy.
Okay,
It's
so
not message.
Ice just gives a deep, obvious nod to Ezra and doesn't respond to Aki.
Alright. He says, just stopping in front of where a cobble path starts to meet and a big sort of ornamental door kind of lays in front of you all.
I feel
Once
like they're
again,
ganging up on us.
please do me the kindest favor you can of not trying to kill this thing. And at least saying hello.
Oh, come on, we're far more likely to kill each other, apparently.
Ezra has
I
a
mean-
dagger drawn, but it's blade. He's got his hand around the blade instead of the handle.
Can I use Divine Sense to see if it's evil?
Oh, look I literally don't even have a blade.
You can trace infernal on it, but I mean, you can't tell if it thinks of itself as evil or not. That's kind of not how defined.
It's essentially an alignment check with divine
It's its
sense.
nature, not its opinion of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be, actually.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm just like trying to see if I will maybe feel compelled to attack it if I go near it. Because in that case, I'll stay back.
Hey, little
I mean, you're
rude.
not compelled to attack evil. You're compelled to
Who knows?
attack
I'm
in
not-
the
I'm
as an
compelled
act
to
of
attack
justice.
a lot of
Little
different
rude.
things.
Would you wake up, little one? There's just kind of a... As you all look to the center of this little aisle, as a large mangled tree just starts to get up slowly and just, like, stands up tall. The leaves just crackling as you see this oak seemingly stained with blood. Its leaves permanently red, fixate on every corner as it just slowly cracks. Almost hands forming out of the branches as it just cracks, creaks, and bits of blood seem to spill from it. And as it just
Ezra
turns a bit, stops.
is
You will
going.
hear a voice say, "Why, hello there!"
Ezra is going to say an offering for you, and then he's going to close his hand around the dagger he has in his hand, and then he is going to offer it out after he's after it's got blood on it.
I would like to step the fuck away from Ezra.
Hi. Well, you're quick to the point, aren't you? Thank you. A little root just kind of seems to grow from him slowly over to your hand, and it just laps up a bit of the blood. Just like the root just kind of like sticks in the wound, and you just feel a bit of the blood leave, and as the root leaves, your wound is sealed shut. You do take 3 points of damage from this, though.
Ice walks up as well.
I am going to use. I'm going to spend 3 points of psi to get that 3 HP back.
Alright, cool.
Ice
Yeah.
walks up as well and then says, "A gift."
Because
And
that's how we
also-
decided that works for me, right?
Oh,
So that's
Yeah,
balanced.
yeah. So you cut yourself as well, Ice?
Yes.
Alright, you will also take 3 points of damage as the root shifts over to you. And then the root just kind of goes back, and the tree's, like, head sort of just, where, like, the root, like, the trunk ends and most of the overhead branches start, just kind of, like, nods and says, "Wow, this has been the first time in a while that somebody's given me a gift without a proper introduction. Hi, I'm Dead
I am-
Oak."
I am Ezravin Lavfir Veritiae.
Ice.
Esra the
It's
Yeah,
Ezra.
Call me Ezra.
Pleasure to meet you, Ezra.
Did it clean my blade as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna resheath the blade.
I take a knee and go, "Ice, my lord."
Oh, no. The thing just, like, shakes its leaves a bit. No need to bow. No need to bow. I mean, thank you for the gift. That alone was nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Stand
It's
back.
very nice. Oh, then. How'd it go? Did you find any new plants? No, Mr. Oak. Oh. Alright, then. Did you find anything else? Nothing of importance other than these 5. They claim they're here for the outcast village looking for an item. Oh, yeah, that one. I was almost done with it. He's just turning around. Kind of like, you see, like, the individual tree, some of the branches just seem to move as though they're fingers passing around a bit of a bottle. Yeah. I just got, like, a bit more steps. It was going to be done by tonight. So you guys are the ones from the outcast village. Lindwick sent you?
Indeed, he did.
Oh, would you tell him I said hi? Let me get this set up. Hold on just a moment. He's just like starting to get the potion down. It's a very plain looking potion. It looks like just clear water as he just like starts to as the creature just starts to shake it using tree breaks in front of it. So, while I do some more stirring, who are you all? What are you doing here? How can I help you?
I feel like that's the question around here, isn't it? It's kind of the question, the one that nobody knows.
I mean,
Fallen and
Who
I
do
are
you
looking
think of
for
your-
memories.
that's a start. I mean, more so, what do you call yourself? What are you up to? How can I help? You know, just nice hello conversation. Sorry, ma'am. I see you don't like me much. Sorry.
I didn't say that.
Fallen makes like the crazy circle around his ear thing and points at Aki.
That's not nice. Either way, yeah, just give me a bit longer on this potion. I'll have it done by tomorrow. You guys want to stay the night? We got food, we got water, I think we got some beer. Hey, Exalazan, do you still have some of that brew of yours left over? Yeah, I do.
I do look up at
Would you
that.
mind sharing it with them? Sure, I wouldn't mind sharing it with them over some juice and whatnot. Excellent! How are the rest of the people doing? Everybody doing okay out there? Nobody likes to come and talk to me much. They're doing fine. Alright. Okay, I just got to continue mixing this up, So, you two, the ones looking for the memories. I think I can help you out. I think I can. Bet I can.
It would be much appreciated.
Okie dokie. Here. Bathe in the water, he says, pointing to the pool in front of him.
Fallen just kind of like jumps over Ice's head off his back into the water.
Oh, okay. As you jump into the water, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
And I follow him in as well.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong. I clicked out the carriage. Ignore that.
So what's your wisdom? And we'll just add
Oh, it's just 4. Oh gosh, let's go with the first roll and just add 4 to that.
So that's 18. That's 4.
Yeah.
Fallen, as you impact with the water, you suddenly are in a bed. And as you look around, you're just like, where am I? And as you start to get up, you hit your head on yet another sort of piece of furniture and look up and see what appears to be more bookshelves. And as you're looking around, these bookshelves just seem to start to manifest on top of you, getting closer and closer until eventually you feel as though you can't breathe anymore. And just when you feel like you're about to die, you kind of come up gasping for breath out of the water. Ice, you're standing there on the edge of a ravine, many enemies below you running, and you just feel every ounce of blood in your body leaving you. As you look behind you to see a massive amount of corpses of both people looking similar to you and your own, you grab your blade, yell out one last fierce battle cry, and jump over the edge, only for a javelin to catch you mid-flight in the chest, landing behind, causing you to land into the snow behind you. I would like you to take 5 points of psychic damage from the ice as you come back up out of the water.
Okay.
Ezra's gonna look to the tree and say, "Is this an open invitation?"
Yeah, but I was gonna warn. At this point, you two come up, like, kind of like,
And I'm gasping
freaking
and
out.
like shaking.
Yeah.
That was a
Like
lot of.
very clearly in pain.
I was about to tell you all. This will give you a glimpse into how you came into this world, more specifically how you died.
That's embarrassing.
Oh,
I
I,
just see my eyes wide.
I jumped straight in at that.
Ezra is gonna
Only a wisdom saving throw.
I got
Ezra's-
killed by books.
9.
Seven.
Aki, you're standing on top of what appears to be a tower as a woman that you recognize, actually, as Arizima starts walking towards you. You try to stand up, only to look down to see your leg broken underneath you. And you, as you look down at your leg, you look over to your right arm, only to see it is gone completely. You're just mustering a bit of hatred in your voice as you try to stand up, try to pull your last card, only for a blade to cut your left hand off. And she kicks you to the ground as you start to finally pass out from blood loss. She puts a sword to your neck and says, "There we go. The last one is caught." And with that, you come back out of the water.
Oh, why
breathing,
did you have
gasping for breath. Would you please take 5 points of psychic damage?
That
Yeah,
piece
so
of
hesitate
shit!
for a moment first, and then also, without saying a word, just steps into the water.
As you step into the water, you just look around, and you see to be in a nice sort of open air space. And you see other dwarves around you just talking laughing, kind of clapping you on the back, and you feel like you're celebrating a victory of some sort. And just as you're about to yell out a big, ferocious war cry, you lose your breath. And as you just like kind of stop midway, you feel all noise silence, and you just start to try to say something, but nothing comes out. And as you look down to your chest, you see a very large dwarven blade sticking out of it. And with that, you come up out of the water. Please do make me a wisdom save. You do not take any psychic damage as you come up out of the water.
Esra is going to take off his saber and his cloak and wrap the saber in the cloak and place a psionic sensor on the cloak, and then he is going to step into the water slowly and carefully.
As soon as you do so, you trip and fall onto the ground, and as you look up, you see you're on the ground. Around you are fires and flames as people are screaming, dying all around you. Dark forces seem to be flying in the air above you. You just try to get up, but you can't. As you do so, you see Cat run over to you, try to grab you, pick you up, only for something to grab her from behind. And you just turn around to see an entity grab her, dragging her off into the shadows behind you as she screams and cries your name. And as you try to stand up, try to get help, you see Lindwig walk up to you and just stamp your head into the cement underneath you. Please roll me a wisdom save.
Alright.
Man, I wish Arizima was alive still.
You take 5 points of psychic damage.
Boy, let's not have more PvP.
I am going to heal back 4 of that, spending the last of my psi.
Bitch!
And now I can kill the mystic.
And then as I step out of the water, I pick up my saber and my cloak and put them back on.
I would ask
step
what
back
you
up.
saw, but it tends not to be good. The dead oak.
I just sit there in the water on my knees,
The
just
dead oak
staring
says
at the
shaking
water.
I'm
the
just gonna-
bottle.
I'm gonna sit
I'm
on the
used
edge
to
of the water.
visions
It
of ruin.
was not very enlightening.
Fucking. At least she's dead now. I still miss.
I was killed by books.
Fallen, you would know one more thing from your note. You felt like you fell into a trap, like a magical trap.
Ah, but I'm still killed by books.
Nerd!
Like a...
You're a wizard. Is there any other way to go?
Aki's just grumbling and just sitting on the edge of the pool.
Sorry, I hate to give you guys bad memories, but hey, it's the starting point. Yeah?
It's not your fault. It's just fucking bitch killed me.
Ugh.
Knowledge is knowledge, whatever hardship is tied to it.
I
Y'all
absolutely.
are nice.
And then Ezra is going to, like, sit, like, cross-legged in a meditative stance. On the shore in, like, the
Wow.
corner.
You guys are taking this whole death thing greater than most people. That's quite nice.
As I'm
actually.
sitting there on my knees staring at the water, just wide-eyed.
Yeah, most people probably take. Oh yeah, reliving their death. A little bit worse than this.
See,
You guys have been through
Ezra's
shit at this point. together,
precognitive. So I'm playing that as, like, he's seen visions of ruin before. Like, the reason he gets advantage on, like, the start of combat initiative is because he's seen, like, the combat go badly.
though. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you have. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you know
yeah,
what?
the dead
And
baby-
so what's the
This was
difference
just
between
surprised
past
that he
and
was killed by Lindrick or
Whoa,
something.
whoa. Okay.
I was like 10
There's
people.
4
like,
people. Yep.
Yeah. Flint first.
Yeah, Flint is mostly just surprised that he wasn't killed by Lindrick or some point, so...
Yargon. Did you talk?
Not really.
Okay. Ezra, I heard you.
what is the difference between past death and future death. It is death that isn't in the moment.
It doesn't feel as real.
Yeah.
That felt real. You could feel every inch of pain. Whereas in precognitive, you can tell that it's not going to end well. It's more so like this illogical, this is going to hurt versus that hurt. So, yeah. You all seem to be taking me quite good, the Dead Oak says, kind of shaking the bottle. It's nice. People usually freak out when they see a talking vampiric tree. I like you guys. You guys are friendly.
Flint, you stole my kill.
What kill? What?
What?
You killed Arizima.
No, Nico killed Arizima.
I just glare at her.
Alright, no, you killed
What?
Nico. Nico killed Arizima. Nico's...
The Dead Oak just looks like as confused as a tree can be and says, I'm sorry, what? What'd I do? I'm sorry.
You're not Nico or Arizima. Are you?
No, I'm just confused.
At this
And
point,
Dead
Fallen
Oak.
does 2 circle fingers around his head and points them both at Aki.
He doesn't make the comment about it being rude this time.
I just flip him off. Fuck you.
By the way, Esra is living as if he's a completely different person, even if it feels real to him. That is how Esra is choosing to view this whole situation.
That's perfectly fine. You deal with it how you want to deal with it.
She was like
Celadon just...
with us before. Now she's dead.
Ow. Oh, so you were traveling with a person that killed you?
Yeah, and I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get to kill her myself. It's really mean.
One, that... I mean, you know, that doesn't seem like the best idea. Was she at least nice to you here?
No, absolutely not.
And he looks like the Dead Oak just kind of like looks twistedly over at Saladan, who just shrugs his shoulders and is like, eh.
I asked
mean-
the oak, do you know anything about what this place is? How it relates to where we were?
This place?
This
You see,
world?
that's the problem. I'm not from that place. I'm from this place. I was born in this place.
Well then, what was that place?
I don't know. I just think everybody refers to it as the place before here, which confuses me, because I only know here. But as I've started to talk to more and more people, I've started to learn more and more things about over there. Namely that there was some sort of war, and there were people fighting, apparently there was demons, and it was not very nice, and there was a group of adventurers who tried to find some sort of seal thingy, but they ultimately failed, but the seal kind of, like, halfway kind of messed everything up? I don't know, that's roughly what I'm getting.
Demons sound cool.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I'm sorry I can't help you more. I don't have any memories of my own. I've tried multiple different ways. But it seems like I was born here. Now, I mean, Salathan over there believes that maybe, possibly, probably, I was just a seed in the other world and I was planted here. I think that makes some kind of sense, because most of the things here aren't very nice. They're not nice.
Yeah, well... Neither's dying, I guess?
No, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to show you away. But you guys said you wanted help with memories, and I was like, oh, I know how to get you memories, and then you jumped in before I could explain.
Ice is still in shock, by the way.
Yeah.
Ezra's reaching out with his mind to Kath as hard as he can.
You're not getting anything at the moment.
Say,
Yeah.
well, thank you for the memories. I think
Please don't thank me for this memory. This memory doesn't seem to be a very good memory, and I'd prefer not to be thanked for it. I'd prefer not to be associated with it, to be honest. I prefer to be associated with it as a friend.
What is that one game where you...
I like this tree guy. I like Vampire
cool.
Tree.
He is
Vampire
very
Tree
nice.
is great.
Yeah,
I
welcome,
look around at
welcome
the
to
rest and I
PAX
say,
D&D.
looks like since
Welcome
we
to
can't
Mac, where
fulfill
he
our
likes to
mission
make
before
creepy
tomorrow
things
anyway.
good and good things creepy. I
Looks
just
like since
enjoy
we can't
twisting everyone's expectations. What?
It looks like since we can't fulfill our mission anyway, and I think we all need
I'm
some
about to
rest.
finish it now. He
I
says,
should
just
have-
holding up
I've-
he says, holding up the bottle. The tree says, holding up the bottle, just like, I just got a few more ingredients to put into it, and then I gotta shake it up a bit, and then I gotta perform some rituals, some magics on it. I can do lots
Yeah,
of
that-
magics.
That's all sounds wonderful, but I think we all need a rest, really.
Oh, you guys want to sleep here? We can get you some
Speak for
food.
yourself. Does it come with blood in it?
No. Why would I feed you blood? You guys don't look. You need blood? Well, if you needed blood, then you wouldn't offer me. And he just kind of starts mumbling to himself before just like, wait, no. You guys don't need blood. So you
Don't
can have
need any
fruit.
blood. It's fine. Let's.
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
honestly, I was more questioning how rare the steak was, but sure.
It looks over at Saladin and says, Saladin's the one that takes care of the meat around here. I kind of just oversee the fruit and the greens and the vegetables.
Yeah,
You need
that's-
to eat veggies. Have you been eating your veggies?
It is Mom Tree now. This is Mom Tree now.
I just hold up a card, pull a carrot out of it, and then just drop it in the water.
Wait.
As you
Ezra's
do
gonna
so, you
catch
just watch
the
the carrot
carrot.
seems to wither and die.
I was gonna
before
catch
eventually starting to sprout roots, growing rapidly until it just leaps up out of the water
I was going
and
to say.
snarls.
I
was
look
gonna say
really
I'm gonna try to
confused.
catch it with Mystic Hand before it falls in the water.
That's how my blights are made. The dead oak says, just kind of looking at it concerned as the creature just like, "Nyah,
I look
nyah."
I
really
can't even do
confused.
anything to try to catch it before it hits the water.
No, because it was an
You're
illusion. You
too
can't.
late. Yeah. Oh, no, it's an. I thought
I
it
can't.
was.
No, I can't summon carrots. It's an illusion.
Oh, never mind.
Eat
then.
that
I was
carrot.
so confused for a second there. I was like, where did he get a carrot? Oh well.
Ezra was gonna eat that, guys.
Oh no. He's just been smash, but summoning carrots is like an
if you need
illusion.
anything, please do let me know. I'd be happy to help. Saladin, would you go get them some food and show them a place to sleep? Okay, Saladin says. Come on, guys, follow me. Bye. Come again soon. Have
I
fun.
distinctly
Be
don't
safe.
move.
Mr. Catman, your friends are leaving. Mr. Catman. Mr.
Ah.
Catman. Mr. Catman. It just starts poking you with a tree branch at this point, like, Mr. Catman. Mr. Catman.
Hey,
Mr. Catman. Mr. Catman.
Vlad the tree? Maybe
Bolin kind of climbs on his back.
just leave him be. For a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think he
I can watch
considers
an
us
eye over.
friends.
I can keep an eye. Well, I mean, I don't really have eyes. I just kind of use magic. But I mean, I can keep. But I'll know where he is. I got it. I'll do fine. I'll do fine.
Oh, tree is great.
Mm-hmm.
So are me and
Mom
Cloud
tree.
just sitting there, waiting for Cloud to move?
Why are you
Yes.
sitting there?
Because I'm on his back.
As I noticed
Why?
that they're not following, I'm gonna like, walk back.
Salathan will stop you to start to head back in and say, "Alright, I'll be honest with you. Dead Oak's a pretty nice guy. Don't upset him. Do not, for the love of all the gods and everything you cherish, upset him."
Planning.
It's not a Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
He's just
Oh,
like,
I went inside the wall. I'm sorry.
God damn it, Ezra. He just kind of like looks over at you, Aki, and says, "The last person he upset." Let's just say he dunked them repeatedly in the pool.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh.
It was vicious. He slowly destroyed the man's psyche,
Yeah, no
bit
kidding.
by bit by bit, making him experience all of his worst memories, while pulling up an illusion of him being ripped apart by the people he loved most.
That
Damn.
sounds
What's the
kind of like
most
a normal day
peaceful
around
looking
here.
tree?
Not that one.
Can I roll perception to see which tree looks most peaceful?
Roll a perception. This one. This one seems the most peaceful.
Okay, Ezra is gonna sit under that and go into his elven trance.
This one's the most peaceful.
So,
Definitely.
sitting in the room, Fallen just kind of like starts poking Cloud's head. Cloud, we should go.
Cloud.
No, sorry.
Sorry,
Ice.
who?
We should go. I'm sorry.
Who's
I'm
Cloud?
sorry. I'm terrible.
Yeah, you are.
I just start muttering to myself in Infernal.
Say,
You start muttering in Infernal.
we should get
Mhm.
out of this and
Yeah,
get to our
I mean,
rest site.
it may be a friendly dead oak, but it's still a vampire tree. Don't piss it off.
It
Is
is
that Dead
long
Oak talking? Because that was Dead
No,
Oak's
that's
voice.
me.
Oh, okay.
It's just a comment to kind of people. I like to make kind of weird characters if it hasn't been noticed.
It's
by now.
fun. It is.
I like
amazing.
making it. Do bear in mind, I can make evil characters. Yargon can attest to that.
I'm gonna point you at the god of like trickery and evilness, and that dickhead that was known as Tom.
Yeah,
Tom, the god of trickery.
No, he wasn't a god. He wasn't.
He wasn't a god.
Tom
He was a mistake, is what he was. Dealing with him was a mistake.
The
This
funny thing is, he's not even a god. He's just like an entity that's possessed the god that created the universe that they live in.
Oh yeah,
That's amazing. That's better.
he only
That
took over.
Shows up
better.
randomly, messes around with the group, killed a member or two, used another for a couple of body puppets. Literally made puppets out of the dead bodies of some of the members.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Literally
nice.
has just done everything in his power to fuck them up, and the
The
only reason he
puppets?
hasn't killed. Yeah, the only reason he hasn't killed the main party is because of the fact they're interesting and fun to watch, and he has made that apparent on several points.
The party,
Trickery
Like
people are
you.
fun.
the party was
He's
like
not
level
He's
3.
not a god. That's the thing.
The party,
not-
I
my
said
God.
trickery people are fun.
the like,
yeah.
Like you.
the 2 people that we lost that got turned into puppets were like level 3 and 5 or something real low. The puppets that came back were like level 20. So
40.
Nice.
Level 30?
yeah, it was
Even
like
better.
don't mess with them.
Yeah,
It was
they
not
managed to. They managed to take on 3 level 20 legendary characters that were the leader of their guild.
That went well. Yeah, that went swimmingly. Anyway, that's a different campaign, but yes, that is.
Yeah, it's just more so I can make evil characters.
I have experience with
That
Max
sounds like
characters.
the
The
same
nice
sort
ones
of
are the ones you
fun,
watch out
just
for.
More of an evil twist
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, the nice ones are the ones you watch out for, because the nice ones are the psychotic ones.
If it's a bit of a
Yeah, I'm
dickhead,
kinda
he's
worried about
probably
this
okay.
vampire tree now.
I
If it's-
like this vampire tree. Ezra respects the vampire tree.
He's very cool.
I just enjoy funny characters. I
Aki
like
likes the
making fun
vampire tree, and I'm meta terrified that this thing's gonna eat the entire fucking universe.
You play too many games with me.
Do we get
Oh,
a
yes,
long
I have.
rest?
Yeah, I mean, I think we still got RP to do here in the water.
Okay.
It also worries me that you're
Yeah,
DMing
I'm gonna be
Shadowrun.
looking at ice. Ice?
As I start
Just
muttering
seeing
to
if it
myself
actually
in
reacts to me.
Infernal. Just staring at the water.
Does he mutter anything specifically, or is he just muttering in Infernal?
Mostly about failure, pathetic, my people. Just kind of garbled, but
Or does he do
mostly
that
get
Dodo
that from
who's
it.
like shifts a branch, points at it and says, "See, this is more so what I normally get when I show people their memories."
Hey, you were good, like normal. Well, what can I say?
I look at Fallen and like, can you know him better than me, can you get through to him? We really should get to our rest site.
Yeah,
Failed them.
it's okay, buddy.
Oh,
Can Flint carry our friend?
No,
It's not
I'm
going
gonna say that now. No.
with my gear, I weigh somewhere in the realm of
You probably weigh around 300
400
at least.
pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have 18 strength, but
I'm gonna whisper
Yeah.
to Ethan and ask him if he wants us to drag Ice out of there.
You can probably drag, but not
Yeah.
carry.
Not
And,
with.
and I'm
I
not
was-
gonna resist, so you'd
Oh, he's still in the
probably be
way,
able to
right?
walk me out.
I
I
mean,
feel like you
Iceland
overestimate my
just walks
strength.
back inside, and just like picks up ice, and just starts walking out.
I'm
Yeah,
on
I was
his
gonna say,
back.
if he's still in the water, I was gonna like pull him out of the water at least.
Yeah, I
Ice,
was still in the water.
Salathan doesn't even need it. He just picks it up, and the Dead Oak's like, oh, and Salathan's
How
like,
much
he needs to go take a nap somewhere. His strength is a +4, his wisdom is a +4, his con is a +2. He has all of his his dex is a +2. He has all the stats he needs to worry about it. Good.
Yeah, he can probably pick me up.
Yeah, so he just
I also
picks
have
Cloud.
+.
He just picks Ice up and kind of puts him in the tree this tree over here that he's standing in front of.
I was kind of on his back, so I'm going with him, I guess.
Yeah. He also, you would notice that Salathan travel is very light, as he only seems to be wearing some armor and his maul and a totem. As he just puts you all down, he says, "So yeah, please do not upset Dead Oak. He's
Nope.
very nice when he wants to be, but when he gets upset, he gets upset."
Yeah, that's okay. I feel like as long as we keep Ice out of there, we'll be fine.
He doesn't even mind Ice. He's just more so concerned about the poor guy.
Yeah. Ice is just a bit strange.
I mean,
Yeah.
you all
Coming
seem
from you.
quite a bit strange, as a freaking winter wolf leapt up in fear when he saw you all enter. Wait, shit, I'm doing the voice wrong. You seem to be a strange group considering the fact a winter wolf jumped up out of fear when he saw you all into the room.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with that's because we're good at the killing things bit.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It is when it comes to protecting yourself from the wild.
And backstabbing people you were traveling with?
Hey, she killed me first. And
that is a great line.
And get inspiration for that, Yargon.
I already have
How much
inspiration.
inspiration do you have?
Just stack another one, god damn it.
4?
How many inspirations do you have at this point?
Apparently 4, because I've not used any.
Because, oh my god, you've just been so on point lately, I can't stop it.
I mean, I have 3, so
You guys have been on point lately, okay? Like, I'm not this one, I'm
it's
not
more
one to
because I don't know
throw
how
out
to
and...
use it.
I'm
Like,
just stacking this until I have to like fight a dragon in my underwear for that legendary item.
Fight a dragon in your underwear.
Hey, that was one of the things he threatened us with. I think. It was something like that. It was like, yeah, you can ask
Pretty much
ridiculous things, but you'll get ridiculous things in return, so... Stack that inspiration, yo.
So I'm just gonna keep muttering to myself in the tree, occasionally like talking with Fallen a little bit, but like obviously like lost in my own head, kind of talking.
Okay. Well, while we're resting, I'm gonna change some of my prepared spells.
So...
Yeah, I'm gonna look
yes.
around and be like, so I guess posting watches will be a bit difficult.
Do we have
There's gonna
any...
be some trust issues here.
I don't know what the problem is.
I mean, he points to... Salathan turns around and points to the same blight that you all see before walk over and light the torch with another stick. Just
I just wave
kind
at
of
it.
looks over. It waves back a little bit more emphatically this time, like, oh, this one's friendly. Waves back a little bit stronger. Like, it's small, so it's actually kind of like shaking its whole arm at this point.
It's so cute.
And then just turns around and walks off.
I don't suppose you have pillows around here?
Moss. We have moss.
No, that's
It's
really
very
disappointing.
I'm gonna step
Don't knock
away
it.
from the for
Maybe
a
you
second.
could go talk to that one you call Fluffy.
I'm
I'm gonna step away for
gonna
a second
pass.
because I'm not involved in this RP really.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'll pass. I don't think he's not in a good mood, you know?
Well, maybe you should talk to him about it. Or maybe you should talk to him about it, because he kind of seemed... You seemed happy to see him, but he didn't seem happy to see you.
What can I say? I'm just a happy person.
Alright then, I guess.
Like he wandered off in the middle of a graveyard full of dead people. It was...
After you apparently killed some members of your group.
Okay, we've been over this. She killed me first. And I didn't even kill her. I didn't do anything.
What? Okay. It's... Oh, whatever, I guess.
It was complicated.
It was.
Oh god, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Look, she lit water on light and threw it in my face.
He just, like, tilts his head at you with a very confused, like, what the fuck look?
I can't even defend myself because I'm not playing her.
And also, you did do that. Also, you definitely did do that.
Yeah. There was reasons.
It was effective. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, it was very effective. Either way, I guess that you all want anything else? Any food? Anything I can get you? Some juice?
Food is always nice.
I'll take food if you got
Alright, you
any.
like some meat, some grain?
I'm
Yes.
very hesitant to ask, but I'll go with a yes.
Ice is gonna curl
Please.
up in a ball.
I go and catch, like, sheep in other game and whatnot. I could make some
Okay.
deer burgers, like some burger-like
Venison.
thing. Venison?
Venison burgers.
Venison.
He says deer burgers. He says deer. I'm not
Okay.
changing my word on that. He says deer. Almost like he's not that fluent in common.
Oh, boy.
Fallen
there
knows
is-
knows what to order me.
I do? Okay. I guess I do.
That
mean, I'm a
moment when you
giant
ask a
cat.
friend to
What else am I
order your
doing?
lunch for you.
Boy, if that's ever a mistake.
Oh yeah.
If
Well,
you've
remember,
ever...
I'm in shock, so I don't have much of a choice.
Very well. I
Um,
can go get us some skewers, some meat skewers, and some loaves of bread.
That should
That is-
work.
I
Fine
have
for you. I
no
can help
idea
you
what
if you
that
want.
means.
Some meat on a stick. I roast open over an open fire, and some bread.
I'm gonna believe you that this is a good thing and say thank you thank you
It's
you
tasty.
very much. That. Okay.
It's tasty. I mean, you know. Well,
Sure.
I will offer
thanks.
to help with the like carrying and preparation stuff.
Alright, well, I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm gonna go get the food. He walks off for a bit. At this point, you would start to see other entities walking around. Like, you think you even see a few elves, kind of like, more so towards the center, kind of walking in. They start to set up camp a little bit to the west of you all, like, putting up tents, talking, just kind of like, yeah, just, occasionally, you know, Trent and whatnot walk through, and they're just kind of like talking. It seems as though
Right.
the ones that live here seem to be kind of used to the whole blood giving thing and just kind of treat the Trents friendly and all that sort of stuff, with the exception of the ones that you all saw at the gate, which you all can recognize because of the way they're holding the spears and kind of acting animalistic in how they walk as the rest of the group. Even the other blights that aren't out front kind of back off as they approach and just kind of like, yeah. And just, they walk past your group, kind of like giving you all these stares, like, and then walk into the room in there, carrying what appears to be a couple of quite a few wineskins that are very clearly stained with blood.
I look kind of confused at all this. The what?
And I guess since you have line of sight on this, Aki, you watch as they pour the blood into the pool in front of the dead oak, just like emptying out like a few wineskins, and that tree just seems to like kind of shudder a bit. And you hear some faint words, and then the creatures go, and then just start to walk back out.
Well, that's a terrifying sight. The trees are feeding the other tree blood. In case anyone wanted to know.
Yeah? And?
No,
Am
Flint
I
is
the
not
only
resp-
one who finds this a little bit unnormal? Abnormal? Strange?
Yeah, like waves a hand like, no biggie.
Fish gotta
Nothing in
swim.
this
sharks
place is not normal or strange anymore to me.
I feel like you guys have given up on your entire perception of the world after like 3 days.
Oh, let me get glasses.
You have no idea.
Oh,
Wow, that's
Uh,
dark.
Edgy.
alright, Mr. Razorblade. Calm yourself. Keep swinging that thing.
Wait.
Keep swinging that edge around. You'll be feeding the tree shortly. I am a terrible person.
Yes.
It happens.
Yeah, I assume I'm like preparing a fire or something.
I'm going to challenge the nearest person to playing cards. In fact, no. I will challenge everyone to just a game of cards. See if anyone's
It's
down.
going to be a couple hours.
The other
before I
people
snap
don't
out
come
of my
close
day.
enough to like do that, and I don't know if anyone in the party does.
I'm,
I
You
would
see
play
that
cards.
blight from before walk by, starting with some sticks, starting to head into the Dead Oaks area with some more of those sticks for torches.
I mean,
Fallen will
Ethan.
play cards.
and Fallen,
Oh.
mostly.
Alright, Salathan does come back with food for you all, and it is quite good. He has seasoned the meat thoroughly, and the bread, while having a harder crust, is quite soft and flaky on the inside, feeling you all up quite comfortably. In fact, you're reminded of the cooking from the tavern, the cooking of Mr. Shireen from
That one dude.
the Outcast Village. Yeah, Sanathar's husband.
Yeah, the one chick with a guide.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, so I'm going to challenge Fallen and Ethan to a game of cards, and I'm going to wait till you guys place down cards and then just turn them over, just with my mind. But like,
Salathan
ooh,
does not play with you guys. Does not play. It's very obvious. He expects what's going to happen next.
Fallen's kind of playing along, but
Aki's basically just sitting there memeing Fallen, just like, hey, look, you see this card that you thought was hidden? Lol, it's not. It's just not been very good about this.
yeah.
Do you challenge the Trevorant when it comes back around?
No.
No,
But
he
I
just
would.
like
I'll wave at him as he walks past.
waves again very enthusiastically.
Like, hey.
Waves back very enthusiastically, like hi, hi,
Hey.
hi. It just like waves,
Adorable.
and then goes back into the room, lights some
Adorable
torches.
little man.
Yeah, that's like weirdly cute for things that definitely drink blood.
Yeah, right?
Those are the ones that don't have to hunt for their food, so they can live a bit more of a peaceful life. They tend to keep the insides safe and sound.
Right, is that why the other ones are like...
Savages,
I was gonna go with... barbaric,
monsters.
but yeah, that works, I guess.
Yes, yes, that is most likely so.
Oh, that's kinda sad.
It is, but at the same time, they're still better than any of the other blights you've most likely encountered coming in this way.
I think the last blight I encountered went flying.
What?
He looks confused.
I sent him flying.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, he's not coming down.
How?
Because the last blight I encountered was directly before a bloody kraken showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
You know, casually cracking, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much how that felt. When suddenly...
Didn't the
casually-
last time we met blights, didn't I crit one while having my psychic bonus damage?
I think you pretty much disintegrated one, yeah. It was...
It was great, and then Kraken.
Yeah, and I just launched one flying and then lost all my inverted daggers because, oh boy. Well, so yeah, we all just basically gonna take a long rest here
Pretty much.
because this seems like a
Mhm.
good point to
Yep.
take our break.
You all can take a long rest, and if you guys want to take a break, we can.
Seems like a good
I
point.
need to go to
Yeah,
the
that's-
bathroom.
One thing
Yeah,
I'd like
me too.
to do
If-
rest,
So yeah,
but
so
If
join us
you're-
once again after the break as we continue on with this delightful session of meeting weird, curious, oddly friendly creatures.
Oh god, we're all gonna die.